let's unbox Super7 Destoroyah. And sometimes what's in a box is another box. But first tell me, what is your favorite Godzilla monster villain? Destoroyah comes in 2 different trays that includes himself and his accessories. Destoroyah's extra accessories consist of 3 crabs, 2 extra hands, and 1 roaring head. No special effects pieces, unfortunately. Now let's take a look at Destoroyah, and he's looking very menacing. And I am impressed by the paintwork and detail on this figure. They look very good. The different shades of paint really up the quality factor for this figure. And so you can get an idea of his size, I'm going to put him next to a Hiya Toys Godzilla. And as you can see, he is taller than Godzilla, so he's going to be taller than most of your Hiya Toys or SH Monster Arts figures. For me, I'm okay with that. On to Destoroyah's articulation, and I was actually surprised how much he can move. The only problem is he has very tight joints out of the box. You're just going to have to put him into warm water, or use a hairdryer, or just use some muscle to loosen him up. I also had trouble putting his extra head on. I had to warm it up before forcing it on. But like I said, I was impressed by how much he could articulate because I was expecting him to be more like a statue. Pretty much every body part that you would want to move has articulation, and you can probably even force articulation more than I'm showing in these clips by just loosening him up more. The only body part that I felt I couldn't move that much were his knees, so pretty alright articulation for a figure this size. Now my final verdict on Destoroyah is that I really like him. I'm pleasantly surprised based on Super7's reputation and this being my first figure from them. But this figure had no QC issues, and the only thing that was a problem was that his joints are very tight out of the box. You're going to have to loosen him up, heat him up, or use some muscle to pose him at first. And I was disappointed he didn't come with a breath effect or energy horn effect like he does in the movies. But despite those 2 complaints, I would recommend getting the Super7 Destoroyah action figure, especially if you can't afford the SH Monster Arts versions. But tell me what you guys think of this Destoroyah figure, and as always, keep collecting.